It's the beginning of the year. Everybody's setting New Year's resolutions and choosing a word for the year. But I'm going to share with you why just choosing a word doesn't work and what you need to do instead. So, right now, Pinterest and our social media feeds are filled with goals, setting those goals, those New Year's resolutions, choosing a word for the year. But the problem is choosing a word for the year just doesn't work. What you need to do is choose a focus. My name is Tammy Rotzel from the website Footprints of Inspiration and a Faithful God podcast. And I teach women how to let go of that need for perfection in their faith walk so they can show up perfectly imperfect and create a deep and meaningful relationship with God. So although choosing a word for the year is important, it is not the full picture. It is not what's going to get you and help you really grow spiritually. If you truly want to experience growth and transformation in your life this year, you've got to choose a focus for the year. So, what are the three pillars of a focus? Number one is a word for the year. Yes, a word for the year is still important, but it's only one of the three pillars of choosing a focus or of having a focus for the year. The word for the year is what's going to really ground us. It's going to really help us experience that growth and transformation as we navigate trials and challenges, as we come up to these things that make us want to put on the brakes and say, whoa, I'm not ready to go there. So again, number one, yes, is choosing a word for the year. But then the next most important pillar in a focus for the year is a Bible verse. You see, that Bible verse anchors your word. Your Bible verse anchors that word so that when you are again coming up against something that feels uncomfortable, when you're ready and having a hard time struggling with something, you see that Bible verse is going to be the anchor that you need to stand on God's truth when it's hard to keep moving forward, when it's hard to do what you are called to do. I'm about to give you that third pillar, but before I do, I want to make sure that you stick around, because at the end, I'm going to give you a real life example so you can see how choosing a focus for the year really plays out, how it really helps to promote growth, spiritual growth, and transformation in your life. So that third and final pillar is a Christian affirmation. Now, the difference between Christian affirmations and positive affirmations is that positive affirmations really draw from your own strength within, like muster up, come on, girl, put on your big girl pants, let's go. Positive affirmations are all about you. They're very self-focused rather than God focused. Whereas choosing a Christian affirmation is biblically based. It is God focused. It is giving us the affirmation that we need to understand God's truth from the second pillar, the Bible verse, and putting that into action, knowing that we can stand on God's truth and that Christian affirmation that's going to help us through those difficult times. Now, I promised you a real life example. Several years ago, my focus for the year was obedience. That was my word. It was my focus, was to walk in obedience to God. The Bible verse for that was Psalm chapter 32, verse 7 and 8, 8 and 9. This is the Bible verse that I chose as that second pillar of my focus. And I'm just going to read it to you right here. It says, I hear the Lord saying, forgive me, I'm looking off the screen here. I hear the Lord saying, I will stay close to you, instructing and guiding you along the pathway for your life. I will advise you along the way and lead you forth with my eyes as your guide. So don't make it difficult. Don't be stubborn when I take you where you've not been before. Don't make me tug and pull you along. Just come with me. You see, that Bible verse anchored it. So every single time I started to put on the brakes that year, every single time I thought, whoa, no, wait, I don't know how to do that, God. Every single time I came to a part that felt, or a point in my life that was way too uncomfortable, God convicted me of that reminder of I was walking in obedience that year. I was choosing to walk in obedience. And I had that Bible verse, that God's truth, that He was going to stay with me. He was going to be with me throughout all of it. And so by anchoring that Bible, or using that Bible verse as an anchor, that helped me to say, all right, I don't know where it's going. I'm not going to make God tug and pull me. I'm not going to be stubborn. I'm just going to go with me because He is going to guide me. And then a great Christian affirmation for that is, I don't have to know where I'm going. I don't have to know all the details. God will guide me and has me every step of the way. You see, this drove me into action that year. That having that focus drove me to take action, to step outside my comfort zone, to get comfortable being uncomfortable. Because you see, growth and transformation, growing in a relationship with God, that doesn't happen inside our comfort zone. That happens outside our comfort zone. That happens when we step off the shores and into the deep waters with God. And so by having a focus every single year, a single focus, and being very diligent about living out that focus. And how do we do that? Because we make that ask, Lord, remind me of my focus throughout the year. Remind me of it and convict me any time I am not walking in alignment with you. So again, choosing a focus is so incredibly important. The three pillars are a word, a Bible verse to anchor that word, and a Christian affirmation that you can stand on to help you move off the shores, right? And into the deep waters with God. Now, listen, I have a podcast episode that will show you exactly how to choose a focus for the year. I walk you step by step by step. I'm going to put it in here at the very end of this video. All you have to do is click over. I even put together some free worksheets for you to help you walk through this, to help you actually determine the focus for you for the year. And then, my friend, if this blessed you today, if you're thinking, you know what, yes, I really want this year to be a year of growth and transformation, I want to hear from you. Drop in the comments below and let me know what your focus is going to be for the year. You see, my team and I come together and we like to pray for our community. This is a way that we can pray for you. This is a way that we can stand in the gap for you in those times when you're struggling, and we can pray for you and help you really step into that focus for the year. The other thing I want you to do is, if this blessed you, is be sure to give me a big thumbs up, subscribe to the channel so you do not miss out on a single video. So hop on over, watch that other video, and learn how to choose a focus for the year.